joining us. We got a Cal. Let's go. Got those fire emojis in the chat. Let's get it, my man. Beautiful. Okay, so that's fine. We're just going to continue. We're just going to get started, not wasting any time, guys. Let's take a look at gold and see what's going on with gold. So actually, let me just use our other gold chart. Hold on. There we go. All right, so this is gold currently right now. We had beautiful gold sells and buys before, but I'm just going to, holy crap, I'm just going to erase it anyway, so we're going to start fresh. Let's start fresh here, and let's focus on the higher time frames first. Let's look at our weekly as well. How did we close off the week for gold? So, as you guys can see, like with gold overall, I'll be honest with you guys, I do think that we may see gold now start to maybe retest these highs and maybe create not a new high, but break above these highs possibly. So I will kind of keep this area in mind. It is an area that I'm going to have it in the back of my head here where it could come back up and retest and touch that area. If we look at currently where we got the rejection, we got a beautiful rejection from this weekly area of support. Now, we did also kind of close pretty bullish. We didn't show any indication that we were going to continue to go down lower. We didn't engulf by any means, but it seems like we've already kind of created a wick low here. So there's a higher probability that we may see actually price continue to go higher here for gold. Excuse me. So I do think that even though we had kind of this pushback down, we did even reject this area over here. So you guys can see that this area was rejected. You see it by the wick right there. And so price tried to form some sort of a bearish price action candle formation here, but we didn't get exactly that rejection that we wanted. On the contrary, in fact, this daily is looking quite bullish. And in fact, if we go down to the smaller time frames, this is looking quite bullish overall. And so what I am anticipating is a nice retest from this area. So we're getting the nice strong momentum. Just wait for price to give us a better entry position for a potential continuation to the upside. So this is kind of what I'm anticipating overall for gold. I do think it might come back up to these highs. Now this is the 4-hour time frame, so we might have quite the move here. So we're talking about, well, 74 pips. But I'd rather get a better entry back down here. It seems like we've got about an hour left for this 4-hour to close. If we get this 4-hour closure, if we get a wick low, then I'd probably get in on buys. So I'd probably come down to the smaller time frames like the 1 hour and just wait for price to give us a nice rejection from this area. If we get a nice rejection from this area, we could see a nice buy opportunity up to, like I said, these highs up here. And again, that would be about a 74 pip move. And then we could see also a nice pullback. So this is something I'm going to be waiting for, team. I'll be quite frank with you guys. I will be waiting for price to give us a nice pullback, and this could also be another long opportunity, so we might be buying price back up. So again, we have two possible opportunities and two possible entries. We just have to be patient, team. Obviously, my best advice, if you're new to the family, make sure you're subscribed, number one. Make sure, number two, you have your notifications turned on. And number three, if you're looking to take my exact trades with my students, make sure you become a VIP member as well, guys. And the links are all in the video description below. And if you're new, like I said, don't be shy. Comment in the chat. Come say hi, guys. I'm excited to have you all here this evening as per usual. So anyways, that's kind of what I'm seeing on gold. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. And then also let me know what other pairs you guys are looking at. That way we can kind of take a look at it together because, like I said, I'm only one person, so there's some pairs that I don't look at every day, and it might be looking like a good opportunity. So let me know in the chat if you see anything that you want me to kind of go over with you guys, and that way we can kind of go over it together, right? So next, if we look at GU, so again, gold's lining up pretty nicely for some buy opportunities. Let's take a look at GU. So GU, we had a beautiful move last week. It just looked gorgeous last week, the move that we had. We had an 89 pip win on GU. I obviously sent this over to my VIP students. They were able to profit nicely. But even our free live stream, we were able to profit like crazy, guys, which was amazing. So very, very excited with everything and all the opportunities that we have. But yeah, just really, really excited with everything in the direction it's going, guys. Team, we're at 16 likes. Let's get it to 20 likes, team. Let's go. Let's get it to 20 likes. Shout out to Harry. My man Harry has just subscribed to the family. Welcome, my man. Make yourself at home. I just wanted to kind of welcome you to the family and welcome anyone else that is subscribing to the family, guys. you guys are more than welcome to be here and be a part of the family, guys. So like I said, we're live every single day. The schedule is in the description below. So we're live 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the mornings, and then also in the evenings we're live here at 7:30. So make sure you guys are connected. But my best advice always is making sure that you have your notifications turned on. So when you do subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell icon and click all notifications so you never miss a single piece of content. Okay, so let's continue on here. We're going to take a look at GU. We got Ashar here. Can I sell now? No, I would definitely not sell, my man. This does not look like a good sell opportunity at all. But don't feel bad. Like, I get it. Everyone looks at the markets differently, or maybe you're new or whatever. But this is definitely not looking like sell opportunities at all. In fact, it was sells last week. But now we're actually looking at potential buys. I'll be quite frank with you guys. That's just kind of what I'm seeing overall. And so you can see that price created this double bottom here at this major area of structure, which I mentioned to you guys. Well, I actually mentioned this to my VIP students. I told them that, hey guys, it's probably going to bottom out here and then look for a continuation of this area that I'm talking about here. I'm going to show you guys in a second. This area over here was going to bottom out. It formed this double bottom. Price came back up, doing a little bit of a retest, but it seems like we may be looking for buying opportunities. Now, I'm going to show you guys the larger scale here as to what I'm looking at for GU. So if we kind of clear the charts, let's just clear the charts on this. And we're going to start fresh. So if we clear the charts, we can look here on the, let's go up to the weekly, because I like to look at the weekly and see how the weekly finished off. So check this out, team. So weekly finished off bullish. We saw this beautiful bullish engulfing. And so we got a wick low here. I would have preferred it to maybe come back down to these lows here. But, you know, at the end of the day, the market will do what it has to do. It won't do what we want it to do. You know what I mean? It's got to do what it's got to do on itself. So the area that I really want to focus on here for GU overall, where it could potentially go, is I'm going to actually focus on one of the two areas that I'm really going to focus on is literally where I have my mouse right now. I just wanted to check though in the past, because it's important to kind of see in the past where these areas are, you know, kind of major touch points, right? Especially because this is the weekly and it won't look as clean on the weekly, but the daily it'll look a lot more cleaner. And so that should be a good area that I'm going to keep my eye on. And then, I mean, the next area, but I wouldn't really worry too much about this area. I don't think price will go that high just yet, but we can also mark this area off here. That would be my next weekly area. But if we go down to the daily, that's where it's going to look a lot more cleaner. And you can see here on the daily, this is an area of resistance, support, right? So this is definitely the next area of interest for me. So I would say I do think that, you know, GU, we may see it come back up to this high here. This might be a good sell opportunity area up here, but I'm not looking for sells here at this moment. I'm only really looking at buys. Now, why am I looking at buys? Because you can see that the overall sentiment, the overall trend for the market is to the upside. We are creating higher highs and higher lows, okay? Are you guys understanding that we are creating higher highs and higher lows? Let me repeat that again. Higher highs and higher lows. Team, let's get it to 20 likes, team. Let's get it to 20 likes, guys. We are at 18 likes right now. Amazing, amazing. And if you're new to the family, welcome. Bienvenido to the family. Welcome to the family, guys. Make yourself at home, all right? I want you guys to know that this is a community you can always count on, all right? Always, always, always. So what are we looking at here for GU overall? Well, let's go back up to the daily. Let's focus on the fact that the daily here is looking quite bullish, but also let's focus on the fact that this daily area of structure is actually been broken. So why am I saying that this area here? Well, remember that these are zones, right? So this isn't a specific area. This is actually just the zone area here. You can see that this is literally a daily resistance. Now, we can see if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, what would you tell me about what price is currently doing right now? Well, price right now would prefer if this 4-hour candle closes bullish, there's a higher probability that we may see price continue to go higher. Now, this is where we want to start kind of narrowing our entries and getting a much better entry. Personally, what I would say is that I would personally wait for this candle, at least this 1 hour is going to close. I would personally wait for this 1 hour candle to close and create some sort of a next candle wick low. And then if we can get a better entry down here, like our nice little retest down here, this could give us a better opportunity for buys. And if we were to set some buying opportunity, if we go back up to the daily or actually the 4-hour, we can start targeting areas where we may start, you know, looking at potential take profits. So, I mean, this could be an area up here. You know, the next area could even be If we look over here, that could be another area right there. So we've got 2 take profit areas where we may see price come to. Okay. And if we want to see how much pips we would get, potentially, this isn't that much, but over here we'd be looking at about 50 pips if we were to enter here, and about 78 pips. So again, not that much, but again, that would be if we get a nice pullback. So we would need some sort of a pullback for price to potentially come back up to these highs. But that's kind of just my overall outlook here for GU. We got my man Kevi. Sorry, my man. I saw L for some reason. We got Kevi Odd USD. Let's take a look at it, my man. Let's go. Let's take a look at Odd USD. What are we looking at? Odd USD. So let's just kind of clear off the charts here. You guys can see we were looking at buys anyways here for Odd USD. Again, this was just a potential probability if price were to break above. So we didn't actually take this trade, by the way, so just keep that in mind. But it was an overall kind of direction that I was looking at for price. I said if it were to break above this resistance area high, we could see it retest and then continue to go higher. Okay, but let's clear the charts to start fresh here. I think we already had the news come out. I think it was odd news or something like that. So we already had some odd news come out. But let's take a look at the weekly here just to understand where we're at here. So the weekly did the weekly did barely close by above the previous high here. So what I would say here is you just got to be careful because we could see Odd USD maybe create new highs, but we could see also something happen like this area here, where price broke above this resistance high, and then all of a sudden we saw capitulation back down. So that's my only fear. The reason why I say that, or not fear, because we could still make money out of it, but I would say this is coming to a major resistance area. It doesn't really give me any indication that we may see full buys, unless we get a break of this area here, we got a strong momentum. I would say wait for a nice clean retest, and then we might be looking for buying opportunities. But again, this would be in quite a bit of time, right? So if we go down to the daily, again coming to the daily here, I would say once price comes up to this resistance area here, then this could be actually a good, decent short opportunity here for Odd USD. So if we look at it from this perspective, we're talking about an 84 pip move potential. I do think it may come back down to these lows. It's probably previous highs here. So if you look at it, this area here, I could see Odd USD pull back to this area. So I would say wait for price to come up to these highs, and if we get a nice rejection from this this resistance area here at these highs, then that would be a beautiful short opportunity here for Odd USD. Okay, let me know in the chat if you guys understood that explanation, guys. Let me know in the chat if you guys understood that. Again, looking at Odd USD potential sells, but I need to wait for price to give us a rejection from that high, so it might still continue to go a little bit higher. So this is why I'm just gonna wait and see for price to come up to my specific area for potential shorting opportunities. I wouldn't short it from here unless it closes back in, and then we might see it come back down. But again, what would be the risk reward ratio? And then overall at this point, are we at a major area of structure? Are we at a major resistance area, or are we just kind of in the middle of nowhere? So again, this is kind of where I think that we should just kind of wait for price to come up to my area of interest. And then if we get a nice rejection from this area, then we might start looking for short opportunities, all right? So I'd say wait for Odd USD to come up here to this area. If we get a rejection, then we can look for shorts. All right, that is my overall anticipation for price. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Again, I hope you guys are kind of understanding my overall outlook here on price, okay? All right, team, give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to leave this here on gold. I just do have a meeting that I have to go to. So I have a meeting, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my gold trade setup here that I have lined up. And if you guys enjoy these streams, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Also, make sure you guys smash the like button. Let's get it to 100 likes. That's the goal for today. I will be coming back on live. Like I said, I do have a meeting, so I'm just going to make sure I go to that meeting, which is important. And then we'll be able to. Oh, sorry, 1 second here. I shouldn't have moved these away. 1 second. Go to the smaller time frames because this spreads like crazy. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move this here to the side. Then we're going to focus on what we're seeing here for gold now, which is the most important things here. So just share my day-to-day kind of journey. So if you want to follow me and you're curious as to what I'm up to, Make sure you guys follow me on my new Instagram. And again, if you guys are wondering where it is, the link to just follow me is in the video description below. It's also, the name is at the top of this stream. You'll be able to see it right there. You'll see the Instagram logo, and this is Pedro FX. Okay, guys, you can see gold is pulling back nicely. And again, by the way, if you guys also want to be able to take the exact same trades I take and all the trades that we've taken last week, VIP killed it as well. Make sure you guys also follow me on my VIP inner circle. The links are in the video description below for that as well. Make sure you guys check out our make sure you guys also check out our free Telegram. It's absolutely free as well to join in on that. We got my man Nugent. Let's go. Gold is very bullish right now. Yes, it is, my man. We got Messi in the house. Messi, my man, welcome. Bienvenido to everyone that's new to the family, guys. I'm excited to have you guys here. Okay, make sure three things, in fact. Make sure you guys are, number one, subscribe to the family and the channel. Number two, make sure your notifications are turned on. And number three, make sure you are also following me on Instagram at ThisIsPedroFX, and also following me on our free Telegram group, which the link is in the video description below for that as well. And all the links for everything else is there. Okay? All right, guys. If you guys have any questions as well, you guys are more than welcome to ask on the chat. I will be answering any questions that you may have, or send me a message through Telegram. Like I said, I just have a meeting right now. As soon as I'm done this meeting, I will be coming back on live. So that's why I said it's important that you guys are subscribed and your notifications are turned on, because that way you know when I come back on. And I will be coming back on. It'll have the same title, but it'll say pre-London session. I'm going to switch the name to pre-London session, so you'll know that that's the new one. And again, you'll get notified as soon as I close this one. I'll leave this one on for now, and I'll update this one as I go. But when I go on this meeting, I might kind of update the chart and kind of go from there. All right, guys? Guys, thank you so much. Love you all. You guys are amazing. I appreciate the support and all the love that you guys have done. And like I said, we're live every single day. So make sure you guys join the family. And if you're new, come say hi in the chat where you're joining us from. We got my man Nugent. Yes, man. It's been a long time, bro. Happy to have you here as well. Yes. We got Nugent. Can you break down the reason we're going to buy on that? I'm new in the stream today. Of course, my man. Absolutely. So I will break this down when I come back. I'll be back around 8:30. All right, guys? Just to give you an idea, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be back on the stream. Let's get it to 100 likes, team. We're at 25 likes. I know we're capable. With that being said, guys, I'll see you in a bit, okay? 8:30, again, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back.